FNMs, are you ready tonight? Are you ready to vote the PLP out? Are you ready for victory? Are you ready for a new government? You know, I've traveled the length and breadth of this Bahamas. We traveled to Long Island, and I can say with certainty that Long Island is in the red column. Then we went to Abaco, and Abaco will give us twin delivery. Now, in Eleuthera, during the last election, Eleuthera has twins also. But during the last election, those twins, the delivery was attempted by a lawyer, and we lost one in childbirth. Be assured that both will be delivered this time. Now, as I arrived here in Grand Bahama, my deputy said to me, "You have a problem." Say, there are 5 in Grand Bahama. Now, how are you going to deliver 5? I said it's a simple solution. Grand Bahama will be delivered by cesarean section. You know, there's a red tsunami taking this country, but in some parts of the Bahamas, we say it's a salami. I want to apologize tonight for the 5,000 to 6,000 individuals who are outside and could not get in tonight. I want to assure them that on our return to Grand Bahama, we will be outside.
Fire them, throw them up. Fire them, throw them up.
FNMs, FNMs, Grand Bahama, we have come to take our country back. And Grand Bahama, believe me, we are taking 5. We want West End and Bimini. We want Mako City. We want Pine Ridge. We want Central Grand Bahama. And we most certainly want East Grand Bahama. This is the home of the FNM, and welcome to our house. Grand Bahama, you have always been with me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your overwhelming support for our change team. Thank you for your faithfulness to the Free National Movement for over 40 plus years. Grand Bahama was, is, and will always remain FNM country. FNMs, have you had enough of the PLP? You know, and I have said it before, and I will say it again and again and again. Perry Christie and this PLP has been the worst government in the history of our Bahamas, and they got to go. FNMs, I know you in Grand Bahama are tired of the broken promises on jobs and our economy. Recently, Perry Christie had the nerve to brag about spending $100 million here in Grand Bahama. Even the Freeport News refuted what Christie said. Imagine that. $100 million and unemployment still high.
Lies! Can't take them no more. Lies! Can't take them no more.
$100 million and the people still suffering. 100 million and businesses and hotels still closed. 100 million and still little to no hurricane relief. Despite all the big talk, very little was actually done. Grand Bahama, aren't you tired of the broken promises and excuses? When they come asking for more time, tell them no. It's the people's time.
Fire them, throw them out. Fire them, throw them out.
Grand Bahama, the Prime Minister was brazen enough to come to Bahama's business outlook in Grand Bahama to once again put together a bunch of words saying absolutely nothing. His speeches, his speeches are like cotton candy. Big, beautiful, colorful, sweet, but full of air and lacking substance. Cotton Candy Christie, that's his new name, Cotton Candy Christie told you about a conference call that he had with some investors that promised that they are evaluating, considering, and contemplating doing some comprehensive things in Grand Bahama. I guess they still evaluating.
Lies! Can't take them no more.
Mr. Prime Minister, or I should say, Mr. Cotton Candy, just a piece of advice. Your failures now speak so loudly, no one is listening to anything you have to say.
Fire them, throw them out.
Not so long ago, you promised the massive GIN development in Grand Bahama. Total failure.
Fire them, throw them out.
After the loss of approximately 1,400 jobs, you promised the reopening of the Royal Oasis. Total failure.
Fire them, throw them out.
Just recently, the Treasure Bay Casino closed with the loss of more jobs. Total failure. Just recently, Memories Resort closed with the loss of hundreds of jobs. More failure.
Good Lord, the country done gone. All we hear is moan and groan, and all they do is shuffle around and dance.
Cotton Candy Christie even set up a ministry for Grand Bahama. Complete failure. The PLP consistently, completely, and utterly failed Grand Bahama. So I ask you tonight, Grand Bahama, will you vote them out?
Baby gone. Election day. Baby gone. Election day. Baby gone. Baby gone. Baby gone. 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 Gone.
Are you ready for a change? Are you ready to vote Christie and the PLP out?
Push back, Harry gone. Push back, Harry gone.
The PLP under Cotton Candy Christie presided over the loss of more jobs in Grand Bahama than any previous administration. The difference between the FNM and the PLP is that we go out into the world to seek investments for the Bahamas.
We rocking with Doc, baby.
You see, we don't have the arrogance to sit home and believe that the world would come to us. So under our administration, you will see an even greater increase in the number of trips that we will take with the private and public sector together to bring more industry to Grand Bahama in the same way that we were so successful in doing so before. I ask you, Grand Bahama, how many times have you heard the promise of the new school in West Grand Bahama? Or the new hospital? If you had $1 for every time they made a promise, you would be just as rich as some of the PLP MPs.
To the left, to the left.
You know, they actually believe they can fool you by plastering posters all over Freeport about this new hospital, and they know nothing was done in the last 5 years.
Fire them, throw them out.
The PLP's decisions have been just outrageous. If you promise a new hospital, why would you spend millions of taxpayers' dollars on a cafeteria and a hallway in a completely different location? Be rest assured, there is a new change team in Grand Bahama, and change is coming. A few weeks ago, I heard the Minister for Grand Bahama say, things are booming in Grand Bahama. Obviously, he doesn't live here or in the real world.
Fire them, throw them out.
The PLP has brought nothing but misery and more misery. The misery index is off the charts.
Fire them, throw them out.
Businesses, hotels, and your casino closing, misery. Thousands laid off, misery. High unemployment and crime increasing, misery. Homeless families living in the International Bazaar or in parked cars, misery. School lunch programs stopped because lunch vendors cannot get paid, misery. I don't know about you, but I am tired of this miserable life.
Tired of this miserable life. Tired of the worries and the problems and the strife. Tired of the things when they're not going to right. Oh, yeah. Tired of this miserable, Well, you know I want me.
So, Grand Bahama, are you too tired of this miserable life?
Tired of this miserable life. Tired of the worries and the problems and the strife.
FNMs, just as we have done before, we will put an end to Grand Bahama's neglect. Grand Bahama will live again.
Keep a fire burning in our soul. Keep a fire burning in our soul.
The success of Grand Bahama arose because it was different from Nassau and Paradise Island. Grand Bahama has all the advantages of becoming the industrial capital of the Bahamas. And we will take full advantage of these advantages for the benefit of Grand Bahamians and the entire Bahamas. Look around. Almost every major successful industry in Freeport came under the FNM leadership. The container port, the Grand Bahama shipyard, Bahama Rock, Bradford Marine, Polymers International, and all the industrial companies that services these companies came as a part of our vision to make Grand Bahama the industrial capital of the Bahamas. Under a Minnis-led government, we will continue the practice started by my predecessor. In conjunction with the University of the Bahamas, we will encourage the establishment of a technical and scientific research hub in Grand Bahama, similar to the renowned Silicon Valley in California. And yes, we will extend the course offerings at the northern campus of the university so that students will not have to travel to Nassau to complete their degrees.
Hey, Christy, you're gone, man. You're gone.
We will encourage investors to take advantage of the duty-free concessions offered to businesses located in East and West Grand Bahama. Grand Bahama declined when Grand Bahama lost those magical differences. When Grand Bahama tried to become another Nassau or Paradise Island, that's when Grand Bahama began to lose. The FNM will stimulate and support a restoration of the glory that was once Grand Bahama.
The people say, Grandma Boomer, or there must be illuminate.
Grand Bahama will become that destination in the Bahamas where the enjoyment is once again outside hotels. And that enjoyment will be delivered by Bahamians with the talent, the creativity, and the entrepreneurial drive that restores the magic. Bahamian music, Bahamian art, Bahamian shows, Bahamian theme parks, and the Bahamian people will be the core reason to come to Grand Bahama. As we have heard, not carnival, darling. It won't be carnival. That carnival money will be given to you so that you can expand your wealth. As we have heard through the years, Grand Bahama has an enormous advantage. Grand Bahama is much closer to the United States of America, the largest economy in the world, than most of the competing destinations in this region. Yet for nearly every place in North America, Grand Bahama, on nearly every day, is much, much more expensive to travel to than to Nassau, to Turks and Caicos, to Jamaica, and to many other places in the Caribbean and Mexico that are much farther away. This makes absolutely no sense. We are going to fix it.
Don't worry.
Yes, Grand Bahama gonna be all right. In fact, once Christy is gone, the Bahamas is gonna be all right. We have been sitting on an advantage in Grand Bahama that is envied across our region. This advantage is the possibilities of duty-free shopping. Freeport can become world-renowned for its shopping opportunities. When we have visitors traveling all across Grand Bahama, enjoying the Bahamian experience, that is, the Grand Bahama experience, we will enable them to shop at prices that will make Grand Bahama an ideal destination. Yes, people will leave Florida and travel to Grand Bahama for a quick foreign getaway and for a quick shopping trip at the same time. Many do not know how close they are in the Bahamas, and many do not know when they will again have the opportunity to be in this region. Millions come from Europe to Florida. Millions come from South America to Florida. Millions come from all across North America to Florida. But let's encourage them to come here to us. Grand Bahama. Let's give our visitors a real Bahamian experience from beginning to end. Restoring the glory to Grand Bahama means restoring the experiences that made Grand Bahama special in the first place. And those experiences were provided by enterprising Bahamians all across this island before we lost our way. You see, the PLP does not like independent Bahamian businessmen or businesswomen. The PLP loves to have people beholding to them. They believe that is the way to keep you in check and to keep you relying on their handouts. Let me make this clear for all to hear. We will bring relief to Grand Bahama's poor and less fortunate. The PLP's time is up. It's now the people's time. FNMs, there's a wave taking over the Bahamas. It is a wave of change. People all across our Bahamas are saying, I am red, and I ain't scared.
Fire them, roll them out. Fire them, roll them out.
So I ask you, Grand Bahama, are you still red?
Fire them.
I know that you certainly are not scared.
Fire them.
So, will you remain red? I heard the reports of the wave starting with my deputy in East Grand Bahama. Peter is a talented and successful businessman. He knows how the economy works and what it takes to create jobs. I say to you, Peter, thank you for remaining faithful through it all. For the first time, the Deputy Prime Minister will be in Grand Bahama. The wave has hit Marco City. Mike Pintard is one of the hardest working candidates in the country. Mike is a former senator and chairman of our party. He is a gifted writer, author, speaker, businessman, and producer. Grand Bahama, we need Mike on our team. Marco City will be FNM.
Michael Pintard, he work hard. FNM.
Will you give me Mike? I can't hear you, Grand Bahama. Will you give me Mike? In Pine Ridge, this time it's Mackle time. Ducking Davil will not be able to hide from the Mac attack. Pine Ridge will have caring, competent, and hands-on leadership. Pine Ridge will be FNM. I ask you, Pine Ridge, will you give me the mark?
Fire them, roll them out. Fire them, roll them out.
We sent you a qualified architect in Central Grand Bahama. He's my friend. When he was in Nassau, he used to be out with me 5 o'clock every morning, keeping me in shape. He's left, so now the belly's starting to grow. So I need him. He is one of your proud sons who represented his country well in the Olympics. And I know you will give me Hiram Lewis.
Fire them, roll them out. Fire them, roll them out.
FNMs, all I will say, oh, be gone. Oh, be gone. Now listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. Bakisha will retire Obadiah.
This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire.
And all that will be left of the PLP is memories, and not the hotel. All I am hearing I thought, I know the Grand Bahama not like Nassau. Nassau, they try to sabotage us, All I am hearing everywhere I go, Bakisha, Bakisha, Bakisha. West Grand Bahama and Bimini, I want you to send Obi in retirement.
Give a fire burning in our soul. Give a fire burning in our soul.
So I say, send me Bakisha. The country needs Bakisha. So I ask you, West End and Bimini, West Grand Bahama, will you give me Bakisha? The Free National Movement will bring trust and good governance back to our Bahamas. FNMs, the status quo just won't do. Not this time, not this election. I want to leave you with one word, and that word is soon. Grand Bahama, soon. FNMs, soon. Yes, after years of suffering under the PLP, soon and very soon. I said soon and very soon. The PLP you see today, you will see no more. Soon, no more PLP lies. Soon, no more broken promises. Soon, and very soon, change is coming to Grand Bahama. Change is coming to the Bahamas. Before I call my future members of parliament, ratified candidates to a stage, I want to send a message out, since I'm on TV, I want to send a message out to the entire Bahamas. I want to say to those 5,000 odd babies that I've delivered who are now of voting age, I've delivered you safely into this world, and now I need you to deliver me. I say to the 10,000 odd women that I've operated on, you trusted me with your life, and you trusted me with your future. I now ask you to trust me with your country. I now want you to see all of our ratified candidates and our future leaders. I now call the deputy leader who will soon become the deputy prime minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, Mr. Peter Turnquest. The ratified candidate for Marco City, Mr. Michael Pintard. The ratified candidate for Pine Ridge, Mark, who is always on the attack, Michael Pine. The ratified candidate for Central Grand Bahama, Mr. Iram Lewis. The lady who will retire Obadiah, Pakeisha Parker. The young man who will deliver my birthplace to the FNM Bain Town, Mr. Travis Robinson.
We rockin' with Dog, baby.
The young man who would deliver Southern Shores, Mr. Frankie Campbell.
We rockin' with Dog, baby.
The young man who would finally retire the present Deputy Prime Minister, Cat Island and Ramkey, Mr. Gadwell MacDonald.
We rockin' with Dog, baby.
The young man who listens to his elders, respects his elders, and who would send Perry Gomez to bed to sleep rather than sleeping in Parliament, Mr. Carlton Bowleg North Andrews.
We rockin' with Dog, baby.
The young lady who will deliver Sea Breeze, Lanisha Roll. The young man who would deliver Garden Hills, Brenzel Roll. And one of my twin deliveries in Abaco, Mr. Darren Henfield, North Abaco. The young man who would deliver Yamacraw, Mr. Ellsworth Johnson. FNMs, you are looking tonight at your change team, your change agents, the men and women who will deliver this country and who will deliver Grand Bahama. God bless our Bahamas, and God bless the wonderful people of Grand Bahama. Thank you and good night.